What's up guys, I'm Cubing on my mind, and today I have a comparison of Silk from the Cubicle versus SpeedCubeShop Martian. So as a quick overview, SpeedCubeShop Martian costs less, and the Cubicle took 3 more days than SpeedCubeShop did to get to my house, even though me and the Cubicle are in the same time zone, and SpeedCubeShop's on the other side of the country. This comparison was going to have a bunch of categories, and I decided to just throw it in some cubes and see how they performed and how long the lube lasted. Let me know what else you want me to compare in the comments. Without any further ado, let's get into the lubes. So today I have an unboxing from somewhere you wouldn't expect me to unbox from the Cubicle. So yeah, I haven't done that in forever. I just basically wanted to pick up some silk. The Cubicle bottle is slightly bigger than SpeedCubeShop's, but it has like a huge air bubble in there. Like it's majority air bubble versus SpeedCubeShop literally, well, I've used a lot and it barely has a tiny little air bubble. So I feel like the lubes are about the same. It's about the same amount. But this one actually weighs a little bit more. It's heavier than this one. So here's what we will be working with. I have a MF3RS V2. Unlubed, completely cleaned out, pretty well broken in, so it's a little scratchy right now. It needs to be lubed, so we're putting silk in that one, and this is a much more broken in MF3RS1, and they have primary pieces, which makes this much more like a GAN puzzle, much smoother and faster, and it's just got this clunky tang-long feel to it. It makes performing M moves and wide moves in general amazing, versus this one's just a little more snappy. So I feel like silk should soften this one up, and Martian should just slow this one down a little bit because it's a little bit too fast, and if it smoothens it out, I'll be okay. So here's a quick listen before. And currently the MF3RS V2 is slower than the V1 because it doesn't have that primary plastic that makes the V1 so fast. And it's scratchier, louder, and can corner cut just as much, but just feels overall like tighter and more stable. Kind of in a bad way because I love the instability of the original one because it gave it such an original feel. So let's lube them. Okay, here is the V2. Just working in that lube. Oh my gosh, it suddenly just got extremely smooth. Did you hear that? It just got so smooth. Wow. Okay, and now the V1. So the V2 is actually much faster now, and it's perfectly slowed down this to the just right speed, and it's just so much smoother, and it already is a pretty smooth cube. This thing's incredibly smooth. I love it. It's still got that fast snappiness. It's a little bit more fast now. It's not as like super blocky and stable as it was feeling before. Silk made a huge difference. So I feel like out of the two of these, the biggest difference was in the Martian. It really slowed it down, but the more and more I turn on it, the faster it's getting. But the silk was just incredible. I really feel like this round has to go to the silk. So after spending the last hour doing around 50 solves on each, I feel like this one still feels really smooth. I'm not sure how much of that is from its actual just internals being primary, but it still has a lot of lube in there. And the Martian just stuck around for so long, and its feeling just became more rounded and less gummy, but it never really went away. With the silk, the gumminess went away within the first like 10-15 solves, and it's just extremely fast and snappy at this point. just like before, except for it's a little bit faster and a little bit smoother. But after the 50 solves, the smoothness did kind of go away. I mean, I kind of liked Martian more. It gave it a much smoother feel, which is weird because anytime I've ever borrowed someone's silk, it's always done like wonders and made it incredibly smooth. So I have no idea how Martian beat that, but it did, and it's much smoother. And maybe not much smoother at first because this had a huge impact at first but went away quickly. Martian's just a heavier, well-rounded lube. If you're looking to speed up your puzzle, I'd probably use silk, but it's gonna take a lot and you're probably gonna have to put new drops in frequently and then clean it out. But I feel like Martian lasts much longer. I feel like Martian really wins. Martian really blew me away. I was not expecting it to be as good as it was, because you know, like, silk has been legendary. And don't get me wrong, I love silk. Silk is awesome. I would still probably get some even if you don't get the Martian. Martian costs less, so it's kind of a no-brainer to get it. But honestly, silk is not that far behind. This was a really close match, and I feel like it's just kind of a personal preference thing. This cube's still really smooth, and I'm probably going to put a few drops of Martian in it, and a few drops of silk in my Martian cube, just to speed up my Martian cube, and slow down my silk cube. And honestly, these two together are like the ultimate combination. I've mixed them on my Volk, and it's literally made like all the difference in the world. It used to be very scratchy, and now listen. Like literally no scratch, it's just like turning a cube made entirely out of butter. Silk is one of those lubes that really needs to be mixed with either a silicone lube or just like something like Martian. But Martian works much better standalone. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this comparison in the comments. Check out some other videos, and thanks for watching, guys.